And what that means is that the team was so invested in making it the best they can possibly make it that Courtney, more Courtney than me, but Courtney and I would try and keep on track with who's looking like they need some time off, who needs to kind of not burn themselves out for this, because if we're not careful, we might let them do that. And it was our responsibility to just try and make it healthy, fun, and then we'll make a good, short because of it.
Hi, Lou. Hi, Courtney.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure to talk to you about this short that is so cute. And who doesn't have a Nona that we love, right? So I want to start with you, Lou. What was like the inspiration for this short?
I think initially I had the grandmother character that loved wrestling and a granddaughter that was a little bit like a cat, right? Like, when you turn around, she might be gone, or into something else. And I felt like that was a fun story, but it was about that time that I was like, okay, that's a fun concept, but if I'm going to tell the story, I need to find some truth in the characters. I need to find that sense of who they are, because right now it's going to be like, grandma's gonna be like, don't do that. And the granddaughter's like, he, and it's super flat, right? It won't feel real. So then I brought in inspiration from my grandmas and my daughter and people in my life to kind of enrich the characters. And as soon as I did that, I understood the characters in a way that then they can inform the story, and I can try, things out, and I'll run them through it, and we'll watch the screening. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but it was always moving towards trying to find that emotional truth, So It comes from the family, always for me.
Yeah, it comes from the heart. That's why I loved it. Courtney, I want to ask you, what was like the most challenging part on this whole process?
Absolutely. A, making it during a pandemic, but B, also these Spark Shorts are extra challenging because we're trying to make them on a much smaller scale, smaller budget, smaller timeline than we usually do within the other kinds of shorts that we make at Pixar. And Louis came to the table with a really, really big story that he wanted to tell that had a lot of extra complexity. There's a dog that has a sweatshirt on. There's just a lot of different variables, 3 different worlds, the wrestling on the TV, the imagination world, and then the reality world. So how to try to partner with him and get as much of that on the screen as possible within the challenging constraints we had.
Can I add something to that real quick?
Of course.
And trying to keep our team healthy, right? Because here's the thing. Our team brought the dog. I don't think the dog would exist if our team didn't push it through. And they constantly did that. And what that means is that the team was so invested in making it the best they can possibly make it that Courtney, more Courtney than me, but Courtney and I would try and keep on track with who's looking like they need some time off, who needs to kind of not burn themselves out for this. Because if we're not careful, we might let them do that. And it was our responsibility to just try and make it healthy, fun, and then we'll make a good, short because of it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I loved it. So I think it's great. And Louis, you have a lot of experience, but I bet you learned something new this time around. What did you learn?
I learned a lot. I mean, honestly, I can't think of a category in my adulthood that I wouldn't be touched, right? Like I learned a lot about myself, right? Because when I'm telling the story, I had to know where the story was coming from. And it had to do with me and myself, where I was at in my career at that point. You learn how to, to trust the process and trust, your skill set. I've been drawing storyboards and in story for over 15 years. I should be able to trust that. But guess what? When you're starting it on your own, it's hard to trust it because you've never done it. So learning how to work with the team and trusting the team, right? The idea that I don't have to figure it all out. What I have to do is have a strong direction. And then, and then make sure I make room for the team to come in with their ideas, because that only makes things better. So from the team aspect to the personal aspect to, finding a partner that was, going to push me and make me better, which, check the boxes on all of them. There isn't anything that I regret or feel like wasn't helpful, didn't help me grow in some small way. You know what I mean? From my listening to Courtney kind of go all right, Louis, figure your stuff out, buddy, to the team going hey, we need this, to me just going why am I crying on my pillow at night because this short feels so bad? You find all these things about yourself to make you a stronger individual, because you're living outside, as soon as you direct, you're on your own, you're in the spotlight, everyone else kind of goes into the darkness and it's just you, looking hopefully okay.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. Louis, Courtney, I just want to thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure. And I hope everybody loved Nona like I did. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.